Hello students, and Happy New Year. The purpose of this video is to discuss a few things with you. First of all, I want to thank you for what was really a good first semester. We had good passing rates on the retake tests that you took this fall. Our referrals and suspensions for the first semester were significantly down from last year's numbers. We saw our competitive organizations bring home trophies and superior ratings. Our sports teams were competitive and successful, and our service organizations continue to hold events on campus that shape our culture. So let's keep it up throughout the rest of the school year. During the last couple of weeks of the first semester, I met with student focus groups for lunch. These 9 groups of 12 students per group were chosen by our administrators, counselors, and coordinators. During these meetings, we discussed almost every imaginable aspect of our school, from the cafeteria food, to the passing time between classes, to why the bathrooms are closed during lunches, to all students wanting more pep rallies, of course. We have taken notes at each of these meetings and will be examining and synthesizing them to come up with a working list of student suggestions. I will then meet with the administration to discuss these suggestions and take them under consideration. Finally, I'll come back to you with any changes that we make. Before we begin to synthesize the notes, however, I would like to hold 1 or 2 general focus group sessions. So if you'd like to be a part of one of these last 2 focus groups, please go to the guidance department to sign up. We will randomly select 24 students to participate. I mentioned the bathrooms. I know the administration locking the bathrooms during lunch has not been a popular decision. We closed the bathrooms during lunch for safety reasons. We need to ensure that bathroom areas are properly supervised, and during the lunches it becomes difficult for us to do that when all the bathrooms are open. However, as a compromise, this coming Monday we will be opening the bathrooms in the upstairs 1-4 breezeway. The bathrooms in the building 3 near the cafeteria will of course remain open. As for the cleanliness of the bathrooms, I have rescheduled custodial hours to have 1 more custodian on duty during the day to help keep the bathrooms clean. I do need to remind you though that the cleanliness of the bathrooms begins with you. Please flush toilets and properly dispense paper waste. Next, I want to let you know that starting this Monday, we will be changing the traffic pattern on campus. From the hours of 8 a.m. until 2:15 p.m., the gates entering the campus from Okeechobee Boulevard will be closed. So from 8 in the morning until 2:15 in the afternoon, the only way to enter or exit campus will be through the entrance on Wildcat Way. Having only 1 point of entry and exit will help with school security. While I was pleased with our first semester, there is one thing on this campus that I particularly want to improve. We currently have too many students in the hallways during classes. These students usually have passes to the bathroom or elsewhere, but the fact that students having passes doesn't diminish the point that we still have too many students in the halls. Also, I found that the students will often take the long way to their destination or decide to stop and talk with another student for a pass. It's not uncommon for me to see 2 different students from 2 different classes, both with passes, have a leisurely conversation while strolling back to their respective classes. I want this to stop. Now, I don't want to be unreasonable on how we give out passes. I understand that on occasion students do need to go to the bathroom or some location outside of the classroom. But the number of students loitering and roaming the halls has been excessive. And again, I want it stopped. So please listen carefully. When you leave a class with a pass, you are to go directly to the location without stopping anywhere else, and you need to take the shortest route. Also, I expect you not to stop to talk to another student or even be walking with another student from another class who also has a pass. In other words, students, I expect you to leave class, quickly take care of business, and return to class immediately. If an adult on campus determines that you are roaming, loitering, or outside of your assigned area, or simply socializing with another student while out with a pass, you will be escorted to ATS, and I'm asking our assistant principals to ensure that there is a follow-up with your parents. I'm also asking teachers to reduce the number of passes that they give out and to monitor the amount of time that you spend outside of class. I want to be very clear on this. This is the one time that we will discuss this, and it is your only warning. I fully expect to see less students in the halls, and I expect the students that I do see in the halls to be moving quickly to their destination and not loitering or roaming. Finally, students, I want to briefly mention our school grade. The Florida Department of Education has released tentative school grades for last year. Assuming that the state legislature votes on these grades, Royal Palm Beach High School has earned a B grade, making it the first time in the school's history that we earn a B grade for 2 consecutive years. While I put much more importance on the work that we do on a daily basis and on the culture of this campus, it is absolutely awesome that for the first time ever, we have back-to-back Bs. Thank you. Thank you and congratulations to you, your teachers, and our school staff for a job well done. Now, the next step is to put in the necessary work so that we can earn an A for the first time in school history. Students, as I've told you many times, I am very proud to be your principal. I believe us to have a great school, and there is no doubt in my mind that working together, we can make improvements where improvements are needed and strengthen those areas where we already are strong. Thank you for all that you do to help further our vision of excellence and for being your Wildcat best. Thanks for listening.